Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you with a little something special on a stormy Saturday. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Hasbro Marvel Universe 3 3/4 inch Silver Surfer. The series, or this line of figures, has been out for a while now. I think it's been out for at least 2 years, year and a half, 2 years, I guess. And there have been a few figures that have kind of, got my attention. I really did like the Spider-Woman 2-pack. She came with Iron Man. I liked it. She just fell apart as soon as I got her out of the pack. And I don't know if that was what did it, but once that happened, I kind of didn't really mess with them a whole lot after that. That was the 2-pack for the Secret Wars. Now, this is the Marvel Universe, and this is the first of the Marvel Universe figures I'm actually getting open. There have been a few others. There's the Captain America that I think I may get. The Secret Wars figures, the Doctor Doom and the Secret Wars Storm with Nightcrawler, those are two that I probably am going to do. I am probably going to do those because I do like those characters. So even though this may not be a regular thing for me, there are a few that I do intend to do and we'll take a look at. For the single-carded figures, for the most part, on the packaging, it's interesting. I mean, it has the character in the top corner, which has kind of become, pretty standard fare for Marvel. The bubble is kind of weird. It's a lot of bubble, and it's really kind of in a funky shape. I don't know. I think that's way too much. The packaging is way too busy, and I think that considering how much packaging costs nowadays, just a standard bubble like the old Star Wars figures came on, or the G.I. Joes come on now, just do that. I don't need all this. This is way too intricate, way too involved. I don't care for it. One thing I do like is that they are numbering the figures in the line. And as I said, even though I probably won't be doing this as a regular basis, I probably won't be collecting these regularly. For anyone who does, I think that's actually pretty cool for collectors. That's actually really nice. On the back, I'm guessing these are some of the other figures that were in this line or in this wave: Spider-Man, Punisher, and of course Iron Man. All their statuses are classified, each sold separately. Collect them all. Become an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Become a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent at the furyfiles.com. Go online, initiate your agent status, enter your secret codes, and unlock the Marvel Universe. Okay, I want to know, for any of you guys, have any of you initiated your agent status yet? We'll get to it. His write-up, because we can't forget that there's actually a figure in here. Once held in the thrall of the immortal planet eater Galactus, the Silver Surfer long ago regained his free will and adopted Earth as his home. Recently, however, he has ventured back into the deep alien reaches of space in search of new meaning to his life. He has found a renewed service to the great Galactus. He takes it upon himself to guide the ancient being wherever he can do the greatest good or least harm. So basically it's kind of the reset button for the Silver Surfer. Standard fare for Marvel. Let's just reset him. But that's a look at the pack. Let's take a moment, get Silver Surfer out, and hope that the storm stays outside. Alright, be right back. Alright, welcome back. Let me apologize in advance. It's really starting to come down pretty hard out there, so if every now and then there's a pretty loud rumble of thunder, I'm okay. But we've got Silver Surfer out of the pack, and I can kind of see the appeal of the line. I mean, I can kind of see why these would be fun for kids who are playing with them. As a collector, I'm not as interested. This doesn't make me any more interested in the line than I was before. I still am going to like the characters I'm going to like and probably won't bother with the rest. For the Silver Surfer, though, one of the things that seems to be consistent with Silver Surfer, even when I was younger, was that he's never I don't think there's been maybe but one or two Silver Surfer figures that were actually silver. You know, they all have kind of this grayish paint on them. And I don't know, they never come out looking silver. He just looks gray. I mean, it looks like he's got gray primer on him and that, you know, he's ready for paint. It's just such a letdown for the Silver Surfer to never really look silver. On his face, the face on this figure, I mean, the Silver Surfer has always had kind of a very stoic look. This one's just boring. I mean, there's no expression in the face at all. And the one thing that the Silver Surfer certainly has is a lot of expression. He's not some emotionless alien. You know, when he was working for Galactus, he had guilt. So, you know, to give the Silver Surfer just this blank face is again just such a detraction from what the character actually is. Otherwise, the sculpt, I mean, it's just a standard, you know, sculpted body. Again, it looks like he could be the base for any other, you know, character out there. Nothing too fabulous. One of the issues I do also take with this line are the necks on the figures. With every character, the neck is like twice as long as I think it should be, and it really makes them look weird. I mean, that is just that, I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I think these guys have some huge necks. I don't know. The articulation, it is on a ball. So, you know, you get a pretty good range of movement. They did go ahead and pretty much carry over all the articulation. So it's on a ball hinge here. Twist the bicep, elbow, forearm, basically. They got the forearm here, but the wrist doesn't move. So they gave him the rotation there a little bit further up. Being that he is so small and the joints are so thin, bending them backwards, yeah, I found I can do that with pretty much any of these figures. His torso, it isn't on a slotted kind of hinge sort of thing that twists, sort of like on the shoulder, but it goes way back there. And pretty much the same thing to the front. So there's nothing there to keep him from just looking totally absurd. The leg, well, his surfboard, which I was going to mention last, but surfboard, which kind of doubles as a base, is just kind of a bland board. Again, it could really have benefited if it had been a genuine silver. He does peg on like so, but you know, that's about all there is. The legs come out. They're on the same kind of ball hinge on the inside here. They come out, don't come forward very much. He's not going to sit down real well in anything. Does have double joint at the knee and hinge at the foot. The joints are fine. The joints are good. He does feel, he's not, but he does feel a little loose. I don't know where it's coming from, but when I shake him, something on there feels a little loose. Maybe the legs are a little looser than I think. All around, I would say that he's a good figure if you're collecting the line. If you're collecting the line, Silver Surfer is definitely probably one that you're going to want to get because he actually isn't all that bad. The thing that seems to detract most from him is that he doesn't live up to his potential. He's not silver. You know, the face doesn't give any emotion. It's just very bland. The articulation is good, but there's nothing there to keep it from just getting completely misshapen. He comes with his board, but again, it's just basically a glorified base. I think that had they gone through and took one of the Marvel Legends stands, you know, one of the old Marvel Legends stands that they've had for the 6-inch figures, and allowed him to ride his board above ground, even with everything else said, that would have made this a kick-ass figure. But it didn't. So, potential aside, Silver Surfer, probably give him a I don't know, 3.5. He's not one of the ones I would have necessarily picked up, but as we all know, where the surfer rides, destruction follows. And for anyone who's watched my reviews up until now, you know what I mean. For now, this has been the Review Revolution, saying rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.